Yeah, it wasn't the outcome we were hoping for. The Flames came up short last night in Vancouver, losing Game 5 by a score of 2-1. But that just means there is a Game 6 right here at home tomorrow night. The Flames plan on closing out the Canucks. Here to give us his perspective from Vancouver, Eric Francis from Jack FM, the Calgary Sun, and Sportsnet. He has more current jobs than you will ever have in your lifetime. Hi, Eric. How are you?
How are you guys?
We're good. We're good. Obviously, you know, somewhat disappointed with the outcome, but we still have time to make it up. Take us through last night and sort of what was top of mind for you.
Well, you know, when you get into the playoffs, and I know we're a little rusty at this in Calgary, but you forget that there are these wild mood swings, you know, from game to game. You remember games 3 and 4 in Calgary, the Flames dominated, and it looked like they would easily wrap up the series in 5 games. However, last night, of course, in Vancouver, the pendulum swung the other way. The Canucks absolutely dominated the Calgary Flames, setting up what could be a terrifying Game 6. But you say a lot of people didn't want a Game 6. I bet you there are about 19,000 people and change who are really happy there's a Game 6. And the party, the celebrate. Hey, this could be the thing that really kicks off the Red Mile. If the Flames win, you know 20,000 people will walk from the Dome straight to 17th Avenue. And that party that we had in '04 will be recreated in a big, big way.
Okay, so talking about Game 6, you were in the Flames dressing room last night, and one of the Flames players, made an interesting turn of phrase. Tell us about that.
Yeah, Mikael Backlund after the game, you know, hockey players are generally quite soft-spoken. They never make these bold predictions, but I want you to have a listen to what Mikael Backlund said after the game, because this will be the talking point all day today and tomorrow leading up to the game.
There's no way we're losing at home. We're up 3-2 and going home. A lot is building now when Winnipeg's out in the NHL. So we're gonna, take energy from that and just play the same way we've been doing at home. Last game they didn't have much in our building, so we gotta try to do the same thing on Saturday night.
Okay.
There's no way we're losing at home. Yeah.
Now, people are already making comparisons to Mark Messier's famous prediction in 1994 in the Eastern Conference Finals. His team was down 3-2. They were playing in New Jersey, and he said he guaranteed a win in Game 6. They went on to win the Stanley Cup over the Canucks, incidentally. But this is not that way. I don't think he meant it to be as bold as he did. However, today, the biggest scrum in that dressing room is going to be around Mikael Backlund to find out if he's going to back down. He's not going to back down. He's probably going to speak to the fact that he's just being confident the way the rest of his teammates are. They have played well at home. The Dome is the loudest building in the NHL now that the Winnipeg Jets are out. And it'll be interesting to see how he and the Flames back up that very bold prediction.
Now, Eric, the Flames found a way to beat Eddie Lack. However, they have not been quite as successful when it comes to Ryan Miller. What has to happen tomorrow?
Well, they were on their heels all night last night, and anyone who saw the game or heard about the game this morning knows they were outshot almost more than 2-1. 43 shots were sent Calgary's way. The Flames only had 20-some. You got to put more pressure on them. All their shots were from the outside. Ryan Miller wasn't spectacular last night, but he didn't have to be. The Calgary Flames offensively just didn't have that push the way they've had in games 3 and 4. So they'll have to drive to the net more. Sam Bennett, Joe Colburn, Mikael Backlund, they were the best line last night. Look for them to be the best line again. They would like to get some help from their first line, but it was largely invisible last night. So the key to the win, get some offense and get to Ryan Miller early.
All right, good stuff. Thank you, Eric. We know you're catching a flight coming home to watch this one. Of course, it should be fun tomorrow night. Game 6 at the Scotiabank Saddledome. The puck drops 7 o'clock. It's a 7 o'clock start on this one tomorrow night. You can watch it on CBC, stream it on Rogers Game Center Live. Listen to it on Sportsnet 960 The Fan.
All right, Eric, get some sleep, and hopefully Monday we'll be wrapping the whole thing up with you.
That's right. I don't want to come back to Vancouver. No offense to the city. Don't want to come back.
It's a good town. We just don't like the team. Thanks, Eric.